Welcome back to the Heart and Sound podcast. I am your host Mark, here with
Lisa.
and we are without Harry today because he's vacated and we don't know where he is. We can't find him, contacts with him, but you know, he's lost somewhere. Similar.
Lost at sea.
He's lost in the jungle.
Mm.
Similar to lots of stuff that's been going on in the television recently with I'm a Celebrity.
Yes.
That's one topic we're going to go on to today. We're going to be talking about various TV shows, stuff like that, and developing it. But we'll talk about the main drama that's going on, currently, with I'm a Celebrity. All I've seen personally, because I've not watched much of it, is the stuff with Nella
Yeah.
and Fred.
It kind of annoyed me for the simple fact that Fred didn't mean it in the way that she was thinking. He meant it as, I'm here for you, like, I'm here for you if you need me, in that kind of way. That's how I kind of like...
To me, I took it as him saying that I'm 51, I'm old enough to be your dad.
That's what I had said to my dad, but it was like, no, I kind of think it means like the other way around.
Because she took way too much offence to it.
Oh yeah, a lot of
like,
offence to it.
It's like it's getting to the point where even her fans are actually beginning to hate her for it.
Yeah, they're all wanting her at the camp.
Yeah, no one likes her there. It's kind of like, ooh, what's going on here? Because it was what was that exactly? Something Fred said when he was in response to it. Because it was like how they were so good friends together and they were being so nice to each other, and she just gets her back turned on. I'm like, didn't necessarily do that, but it was a weird one. It's Matt in the window. But that's one TV show that's gotten a lot of drama as well. Another one, as you may not watch it, but Strictly Come Dancing.
No, I don't watch it.
There's I wouldn't say necessarily drama, but there's been information that's come out about some of the dancers. About some little controversies and stuff, but not exactly. There's been, you know, the YouTuber Joe Sugg.
Yes.
Yeah. How his girlfriend's on there.
Yeah.
There's that people think there's something going on with them two. Like the person dancing, was it Bobby and Diane? I think
so. He's from the boy that she's dancing with, isn't he from EastEnders?
I think so.
His name's Freddie in EastEnders, I think it is.
He's got the curly hair.
Yeah, it's Freddie, yeah.
There's that, and then there's another one, which is, I think it's Angela and Vito. They're both like professionals in different things, but the two of them have only recently announced that they're actually now dating, but not many people, tons believe it. But I was watching the one on Saturday, and I'd been told about it being their top scorers and whatnot, and they're dating now. And they did this really close dance, and at the end, the music cuts, and that's when they go, "Oh God, it's over." They were just sat staring at each other right in there, like close up. I'm like, something going on there. But it was there's so many weird things that go on the TV when it comes to controversies through different things.
It's like EastEnders. Like I watch that all the time.
I watch that every so often when I'm at Chloe's. It's like,
or I'm on like Facebook and I see the wee clips of it.
Yeah.
And like I do need to catch up on it. In fact, because I've not watched the last couple of them, but
there's lots of new.
It's getting deep, and the Christmas one's meant to get really, really deep, and there's someone meant to be coming back. So.
Oh, it's nice when that happens. It's always like, oh, what's going to happen?
That Dean's back.
Oh, I can't imagine. I've not watched tons of it. It's more like I've just been like sitting down there having my dinner, and I'm just sat engrossed in it.
Well, he's terrorising Linda again, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I watched the one. I think it's EastEnders I'm on about. It's when the girl goes into labour, and I think it was EastEnders.
Yeah.
She went into labour because it wasn't her kid, but even though it was her kid, it's like she was giving birth to it, but it wasn't her embryo.
Oh no!
Was that EastEnders or was that Emmerdale?
That's possibly Emmerdale.
I thought it was EastEnders.
I don't watch Emmerdale.
I can't remember, but it was one of the E's.
I used to watch Coronation Street.
No, for God's sake!
I love Coronation Street.
What's no better than Coronation? It's a brilliant show, but there's lots of new TV shows coming out that are like somewhat getting hyped up for different things. Same with movies.
Yeah, you not seen the new movie that Adam Sandler's brought out on Netflix? It's a Netflix.
What one is it?
Leo.
It's
about like a bearded, like a lizard and a turtle. I watched it. Oh, it's so good. It's such a great movie.
There was the new Hunger Games came out.
I haven't watched it. I'm really needing to.
I loved it. I went and seen it on Saturday, and it was, in my opinion, I enjoyed the Hunger Games movies as a whole. The four ones of them, they could have done more with it. But I think this new one gives a more like plot to it, because it's like a 2 hour 40-minute movie. It's quite long, but I think it gives the people what they wanted, because like the book only came out last year, at the end of last year, and they've already made a movie like almost just about a year later.
That's crazy.
Because it goes into the exact like details of President Snow, like how he's like this villain, and you see in the movies, and like why he became who he was. Like you see the early developments of him. So I think that's what makes it a lot of a better movie, but it's a brilliant watch.
They're also bringing a Grinch 2 out.
I've seen that.
I can't wait.
That'll be brilliant. That it looks a lot better. Because of course it's a lot of years down the line.
Yeah, I think they should also make another Lorax.
Oh.
And like take it on for where it finished.
There'd be so many good things that you could remake, but there's some they're making like new.
Like the Willy Wonka movie, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't think it's gonna be good because, see to me, like the whole like the very first movie, like as you're a kid you don't think of anything of it, but like when you get older you look at it and you're like, the things he says, it's a little bit like, whoa.
It's like the new one that's coming out, it's got like Timothée Chalamet and whatnot. I don't think, me personally, I don't think he's going to be able to portray it very well. Because it's going from because each movie there has been different approaches to the same story, but there's not been one that's like perfectly, I'd say, followed it. But there's ones that have followed it better than the others. Because it was the Johnny Depp one. That was
my favourite.
That was a good one.
Was
I think that went
favourite.
More down to the more, you'd say, darker side of it.
Yeah.
Well, the one where, I can't remember his name. But it's the oldest one, like the original one.
I've got that on DVD.
The same. That was a good one because it meant it went to the more childlike approach to it, like more this is kiddie on stuff. Yeah. Well, this one I don't know what this. I think it's just going to be like a mix between it.
To me, what they should have done is based off the one with Johnny Depp in it and followed it along from like when Charlie grows up and how he's got on with the factory, and like they should have done it like that with his own family, and then like built it up for there instead of like making it like a whole different version of what it was. That just it doesn't make sense. And why would you want to make another film that's been seen hundreds of times before?
All they're doing is just changing small aspects of how it is and giving them new actors. Yeah. Because I feel like all they need to do is they need to continue on the story, because I don't think there's a continuation of it in the Roald Dahl books. But they could always make a movie interpretation of it. Yeah. Because they do that with so many movies. They don't have a book version, but it's still, they decide to go on from it. But there's stuff like that. It's like they're ruining old movies at the minute. Like what was it, the Snow White one, the new one? I don't know if they've made that yet. I've not seen anything about it. It's like a remake. Know. It's the woman that is playing Snow White. She's saying that there shouldn't be a prince to save her, because it's like something to do with how her ideals as a woman, saying that a man shouldn't have to save the woman, and that the dwarfs shouldn't be dwarfs. They can be heights and be different genders and stuff.
But see, to me, that's taking our childhood away from us. Yeah. It's completely stripping the paint off it, basically.
It's weird, because I'm like saying, sure, you don't need to have the prince always saving.
Like, I'm not against anyone else's opinions, but like, to me, it should be the way it was before. Yeah. Like they shouldn't have to change it up just because everything else is changing right in front of you.
Yeah. If they're making a live action, they should follow it. Yeah, exactly. They may add different bits in that, but it's like, some people don't find it right that the woman who is playing Snow White is of colour. Yeah. Because they say they describe Snow White as being pale. Yeah. But I don't mind that. Yeah, do it. It's a different generation. It's a different thing. But the overall things that she's saying about how the movie should be played, I'm like, you're basically just stripping the movie of what makes it this romance,
exactly,
cartoon, this fairy tale. You know, there was the Little Mermaid was like a similar thing.
I haven't actually seen that. I wasn't up for it because I haven't actually watched like like the cartoon ones.
No.
I never did, because I was more into like Brave and Pocahontas and all of them. Like I was
similar.
I was more into them because, I mean, I had been brought up around boys. I was more of like a tomboy, and that's how I seen them.
Yeah.
That was like what I wanted to do when I was older, was like be a princess. But every little girl thinks of that as then. But I never thought of like being in big dresses and things like that. I thought of more of having a bow and arrow and, you know.
Those were the better ones to me. Like I loved the Brave. Brave was a fun one.
Oh, I love it.
Because I liked the more like, it's like, I was more of a DreamWorks person than I was Disney.
Yeah.
Because like I liked the stuff like How to Train Your Dragon and like that was my childhood. But like when I went on to like watching Disney movies, like Brave was like more like, I'd say, to me it felt more like a Disney DreamWorks kind of movie. Because like when you look at like How to Train Your Dragon, like Stoic, Hiccup. Like to me, Brave was like similar to that, but like more Scottish. And stuff like that. That's why I enjoyed it. But they've changed
They should
a lot.
They should make another one.
What, How to Train Your Dragon?
No,
Brave.
They should make another one.
What? Wrap it up. Oh, wrap it up in a minute. God damn. But there's a lot changing in the movie industry, and some it's for better and some for worse. I think. But I think that's
it for today.
I think that's it for today. We'll wrap up. Talk about we might develop on some points that we've made today in a separate episode. But till then, I hope everyone has a good week, a good Christmas, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I had a really good flow. I thought you should get all the clips of all the movies and put them over the top of your chain.
If you want, we can edit it today. 'Cause it's not even 4